Oh no! PingTuber's gonna have a mind of its own. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Because I have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, so last time we okay, now it thinks I'm just talking. Oh, this is so weird. Well, last time we played, we found ourselves on the hyper-advanced artificial planet, Energy Nede. After finally getting to the top of Aloria Tower, we finally found the Sorcery Globe. And then we encountered the 10 Wise Men, people that were behind bringing the Sorcery Globe to Expel. We fought them, got our butts kicked, and the planet crashed into a high-energy body in the system. The entire planet was wiped out. We were caught in the teleportation to Energy Nede. Now we are here, and the people of Energy Nede have requested our help to help them defeat the 10 Wise Men. It turns out the 10 Wise Men were a scourge from their past a long time ago, incredibly powerful, tried to take over the galaxy, and now they don't think they have the power to stop them now that they're back here. Current objective is to head across the peninsula, or across the island here to North City, where we can get a Synard, a symbological flying creature that they use as a means of transportation on this planet. Before we do that, though, we're gonna head back into town. Make sure you browse through all the shops while you're in Centropolis. Right. Centropolis. I think I said Central City before. In second story, it was Central City. Now it's Centropolis. For academics, go to North City. For leisure, go to Fun City. For weapons, go to Armlock. Pretty much how it breaks down. Our weapons and armor have been refined with the latest Nedian technology. And nowhere near as strong as Claude's weapon. So, what's neat is, hey, Cremular, welcome! Just as a heads up, my PingTuber is a little borked right now. I have no idea what's going on. So, sometimes it'll be like it's talking when I'm not. Sometimes when I am talking, it won't be, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so now that we are on Energy Nede, we actually have access to the best purchasable equipment in the game, other than post-final dungeon stuff. What's fun about that is that also gives us access to some of the best equipment for crafting even better equipment. The luminous slicers here are one of the items needed to, or is the item that's upgraded into Ashton's strongest weapon. I'll go ahead and pick that up. I'll pick up a pair of knuckles for Reyna. I'm currently broke, so I will hold off on buying better weapons for any of the other party members. Which I have some better weapons for some of them anyway. So the reason I'm broke is, if anyone remembers, I went and got Ashton's Dragon Ribbon while having a lot of money. And it costs 80% of whatever you currently have, so hurt a little bit. Certainly, madam. I would like an elegant full-course dinner tonight. Certainly, madam. I'm sorry, madame. Our shop offers nothing but the best ingredients and high-quality dishes. Let me know if any of our luxurious products catch your attention. Place to buy some cooking ingredients, which I can use to make some. Oh, she said she hates the job. Whoops. What are you talking about? Make sure you browse through all the shops while you're in Centropolis. They talk to her, actually. Tracy. Oh. No harm in just taking a look. After all, looking is free, right? Okay, the Lizard's Flask is a really good item for crafting, like, you need it to make better stones through the alchemy item creation. Can't afford it yet. Got some herbs, we got some medicines, more item creation things. Spectacles. Thief's Glove. Magic Film, which can be used for the replication, super specialty. I was hoping you'd do more than just take a look. I will be making some... I meant to do it beforehand, but I'll be doing some stuff to make some money off-stream next time. This is a skill guild, which we already have all... guesses. We already have all the skills available. Well, that's not quite true. There's a number of secret skills, well, 1 or 2 secret skills that we haven't learned yet. We can get access to later on. Just back into the building. Okay. Well. Make our way to North City. Did you say that I was young? You shouldn't judge people by the way they look. Hey there, I'm sure you'll find something that'll fit your needs. Get some more equipment. Pick up Steel Helmet for Ashton. This stuff is so expensive for how much money I have. Whew. Huh. Never noticed North City and world map music are slightly different between PS1 and PSP version. Is this a different background for North City? Because I thought that it even in the PSX one it used the same theme as Linga. No, it did use the same theme as Linga. This is Mars, isn't it? Oh shoot, now I'm mixing myself up. Wait, Central City, not North. Okay. Oh yeah, so are you, like, gonna buy anything? More cooking ingredients and berries. My teeth aren't as strong as they used to be, so eating has become difficult for me lately. Dinards, you can get one if you go to the home. There's a beginning, there has to be an end, right? 10 wise men took over Final the minute they arrived in Nede. Now I'll never be able to see the faces of my grandchildren. You can find the city in the northeastern part of Nede. This town might look rustic, but all of our facilities are run by machines.
There's just no fooling these guys. Oh, ow! Oh!
She isn't stalking us, is she? No, she couldn't be.
Flask. It's so hard to decide. All my items have been designed with your health in mind. Oh. Hey, hey Doctor. How you doing tonight? Aha, here we go. Now we have access to more music instruments. Here I am, buying things at full price. like a dummy. When I could be reducing the price of everything. Okay, we already got one of those. Got a pipe organ, a piano. Yeah, at least I did realize. 1, 2. Alright, so we're picking up a few more instruments. You need at least 4 instruments to be able to use the orchestra super specialty. I'm picking those things up now, because orchestra, whenever we finally get around to doing item creation, will be fantastic for it. It will also give us access to learning, will make it much easier to learn new traits for the characters. Like, we can have someone who isn't good at cooking to start doing a bunch of cooking while the orchestra's playing music, and then they're much more likely to unlock sense of taste. Like, it's a ridiculous jump in the chances. We'll be coming back here later to get some precious metals whenever we decide to jump into alchemy and crafting. Everything in this library has been digitized to make things more efficient. Very high-tech, don't you think? Got access to a bunch of different things here. Let's ask about the 10 Wise Men. The Age of Peace. One moment, please. The Age of Peace. About 3.7 billion years ago, Nedeans had established the most advanced civilization in the galaxy, thanks to unparalleled advances in the field of symbological science. Using this technology, Nedeans managed to bring almost every other planet in the galaxy under their rule. By sharing their knowledge with these planets and helping them to advance, the Nedeans managed to maintain a long period of peace. The ambitions of the 10 Wise Men. However, a group of men drawn to the vast powers offered by symbology decided one day to use these powers to conquer the universe. They called themselves the 10 Wise Men, but their intentions were, naturally, met by fierce resistance from the Nedeans. Unfortunately, they were not a group that could be reasoned with, forcing the Nedeans into a deadly battle against the 10 Wise Men, who in the end were arrested for their crimes. Fate of the 10 Wise Men. Having apprehended the 10 Wise Men after much difficulty, the Nedeans decided to punish them with eternal imprisonment. In a system where the death penalty had been abolished, this was considered the most severe punishment that could be imposed. For their crimes, the 10 Wise Men were imprisoned in eternity space, a self-contained field where time ceases to exist. Energy Nede, the abandonment of power. The incident with the 10 Wise Men shocked the Nedeans to the core, for it had signaled just how powerful they had become. The Nedeans wanted to conquer the galaxy, it would not have been a difficult task. Following this realization, the Nedeans made the difficult decision to seal away their powers for the sake of maintaining peace. The birth of Energy Nede. Using technology developed by the renowned Dr. Lantis, the Nedeans destroyed the planet Nede and relocated to a small planet. They then constructed a powerful Class 9 energy field around the planet that cut themselves off completely from the outside universe. The small planet that our ancestors moved to all those years ago is, in fact, Energy Nede. Energy Nede today. Due to this incident, symbology research and weapon production that's related to the basic needs of Nedeans are still illegal today. Or that's unrelated to the basic needs of Nedeans are still illegal. Symbology research is only conducted in Princebridge University, while only a handful of artisans in Armlock are allowed to craft weapons. Symbols. The origins of symbology. It is said that symbology was discovered a long time ago by a group of acolytes covered with tattoos of various patterns during their prayers to the Tria, gods of creation. As the powers they exerted differed depending on the type of symbols tattooed onto their bodies, its mystical power came to be known as symbology. power the symbols. By tattooing a symbol with a specific pattern onto one's body, mental powers can be converted into a highly concentrated form of symbological force. This practice led to extensive research into symbol patterns, thus paving the way for the discovery of a wide variety of symbology spells. Further research into symbology. Further research into symbology made it possible to use even powerful spells without the aid of symbols. For this reason, very few people today practice symbology on an individual basis. Currently, symbology is only used in large devices, such as transporters and power generators. Now, so it's really interesting here because Expel is just getting the hang of symbology through tattoos, like the ancient Nedians did. But the Muins from Earth, whenever they were teleported to Roke, were able to practice symbology by being taught by the runes there. They didn't need tattoo. It's just interesting that even symbology is appearing differently depending on the planet you're on. Energy stones. Quadratic spheres. A quadratic sphere is a crystallized form of symbological force. The energy contained within is proportional to its size, which means that the larger the quadratic sphere, the more force it contains. Sorcery Globe was. Quadratic keys. The quadratic key is a precious metal that has the special ability to activate the power contained in a quadratic sphere. Every quadratic key contains a small amount of symbological force, but combining it with a quadratic sphere produces a far greater volume of energy than either is capable of on its own. Such energy is powerful enough to alter even planetary orbits. Resonance. Placing a quadratic key in close proximity of a quadratic sphere will sometimes cause the quadratic key to glow with an intense light. This is a result of the quadratic key expanding upon its absorption of the waves emitted by the quadratic sphere. Therefore, if a key begins to glow, it is an indication that a sphere is somewhere in the vicinity. Symbol of Annihilation. Symbol of Annihilation. The Symbol of Annihilation allows a symbologist to increase the mass of a single spatial point to an extreme level. If boosted with a quadratic sphere, the spell could theoretically increase the mass of spatial matter to an unlimited degree. Such an enormous quantity of matter would halt the expansion of the universe and eventually trigger a big crunch. For this reason, the use of the symbol is forbidden, and almost all records of existence have been permanently erased. The Big Crunch. The universe we live in has been continually expanding since the Big Bang. However, if the speed of this expansion were to lose out to the gravitational attraction of all matter, the universe would gradually begin to shrink, eventually collapsing upon itself. This scenario is known as the Big Crunch. Canceling the Symbol of Annihilation. There's no known way to halt the effect triggered by the Symbol of Annihilation. Most that one can do is alter the symbol itself so its powers are blunted. Let us pray that there will never be a day when this unholy symbol will ever be used. Symbological Weapons Laboratory. Actually, yeah, we're almost done. Hope you guys don't mind me reading these for you. If anyone wants me to just shut up and continue playing, just shout. Symbological Weapons Laboratory, built on an uninhabited planet in Sector Beta, is completely cut off from the outside world by a space-time displacement shield. The only way to enter the lab is through a transporter set up in Armlock. Research Overview. Symbological Weapons Laboratory primarily focuses on 3 subjects: stabilizing antimatter with LEA metal, possibility of temporal shifting using space-time displacement shields, and creation energy generators. Nice, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Symbological Weapons Laboratory closes. The laboratory was destroyed when scientists lost control of a creation energy generator 700 million years ago. The lab has not been used since, and the transporter and arm lock that leads to the lab remains sealed off today. SWL Research Reports. Stabilization of antimatter with LEA metal. Archaeans are a rare species of silicon-based organisms that purify and recrystallize the metal known as LEA metal within their bodies. This metal has a highly unusual ability to absorb and release antiprotons when exposed to waves of a certain frequency. Archaeans use the metal to produce antimatter that they use for various bodily functions. The discovery of LEA metal has made it possible to control antiprotons in three-dimensional space. Space-time displacement shields. The space-time displacement shield is an artificially generated gravitational field so powerful that it can tear a hole in the space-time fabric, redirecting all forms of energy to other dimensions. It was first successfully used by Lady Rima about 700 million years ago. Theoretically, such a shield could be used to control the flow of time in a specific area. However, this application has yet to be tested, as this would involve controlling a quantity of matter larger than a black hole. Radiation energy generators. These machines, which can extract energy from imaginary space-time by artificially creating a Big Bang, once offered the possibility of a new energy source more powerful than the quadratic sphere. However, due to the severe difficulty of fixing the warps in space-time fabric caused by opening a hole in imaginary space-time, and the risk of destroying the space-time fabric, such a machine was never put to its intended use. Yep. And classified information. I'm sorry, but there seems to be some sort of encryption protecting these items. Must have been put in place before I started working at this library. Without the necessary password, I can't open these documents for you. Unfortunately, none of us here are capable of removing the encryption. Womp womp. Thank you for using the library. There have been a lot of requests for books on the 10 Wise Men since their return to Nede. Everything recorded about the 10 Wise Men reads like some fantastic fairy tale. Don't you think that's strange? Oh, for, Rogue Shadow Dragoness, just, to, catch you up on who the main cast are, our party in- oh, whoops, wrong button. Come on, go back to the game. There we go. Okay, our party, consists of Claude C. Kenny, an ensign for the, Pan-Galactic Federation, a Earth-based, space, basically it's Star Trek. It's a Federation from Star Trek. He's an ensign there. His father is a, war hero, who was one of the, characters in the first game, Star Ocean 1, or Star Ocean First Departure on the PSP. We have Rana Lanford, who we met on the underdeveloped planet of Expel, and who we just found recently is a Nedian instead of an Expellian. She was she's a girl that lived in a small village called Arlia on an underdeveloped planet, who happened to be around whenever Claude was teleported to that planet by mistake. We have Ashton Ankers, an Expellian with incredibly bad luck, who was possessed by a pair of dragons. The dragons' names are Creepy and Weepy. We have Leon D.S. Guest, a Felpole, which is a sort of genetic throwback on Expel. So he's a cat boy, got cat ears. He is a cocky little brat, who is incredibly smart and incredibly talented with magic, and definitely let it go to his head. I will try to be nice to your son. We have Priestess F. Newman, an Expellian girl who, her father is an inventor who happened to find a piece of metal that fell from the sky that sparked all sorts of crazy ideas in his head. So she took up after him and has invented all sorts of little mechanical items, such as the robot arms that she uses as a weapon in combat. Welch Vineyard, a mysterious girl who fell out of the sky, who happens to look exactly like, and have the same name as someone who fought alongside Claude's dad on the planet Roke, who, Claude's dad met this person 20 years ago after going back in time 300 years. There's no way that this Welsh vineyard is the same Welsh vineyard that lived 320 years ago on another underdeveloped planet, right? Right? And then Celine Jules, a symbologist from the village of Mars on Expel. He's a treasure hunter and just an expert at using magic. Yeah, that's our party. Claude and Reyna are the two main characters. At the beginning of the game, you can pick which one you want to play as. We went with Claude, because Claude's dad was a character in the first game, so just to sort of act as a continuation in our stream here. Some Synards live in the wild, where they're protected by conservation laws, not like the ones we breed here in captivity.
Excuse me, Mayor Nall told us we could obtain a Synard here?
Oh, are you Mr. Claude C. Kenny? He's already contacted us about you. You can head over to the director's office if you like.
There's some Synards. Our job here is to breed Synards so they don't go extinct. The director is expecting you. Please go on into his office. You can input your personal data upstairs once you've registered at the front desk. Only staff are allowed to enter here. Oops.
Ah, good to meet you. The mayor told me all about you. My name is Artis. I'm the director of this facility. This man will be handling the Synard creation process for you.
What do you mean by creation?
A Synard is a living creature, yes, but we have to program it with data about its new master before it'll follow directions and orders.
Wow, that sounds kind of cruel, actually.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Well, the Synards we raise are genetically modified from the moment they are conceived, so really it's just another part of the process.
We are currently in the process of getting a Synard. We are on the equivalent of Disc 2 for Star Ocean's second evolution.
Let's not waste any time. He'll lead you through the data entry process, so let him know if you have any questions.
Thank you.
This way, please. We'll begin the data recording in just a moment. I'll call you into the data entry room when we're ready.
All right.
Hey, you sure this is gonna work? We've never worked with non-Nedians before.
Who knows? We don't have a choice. Orders from above.
Man, I wish I could get a promotion.
These Synards aren't exactly what you'd call cute.
Yeah, I'd like a promotion too.
Claude, do you think there's any way we can tell people on Expel that we're on Energy Nede?
Oof. Yep.
Huh?
Well, I mean, from Expel's point of view, we pretty much vanished into thin air, didn't we?
Look, about Expel.
What is it, Claude?
Never mind.
Well, we're all set. Right this way, please. Alright, we'll begin with Claude's personal data. Please proceed inside. It's completely painless, I promise. Now stay perfectly still until I say it's okay to move. We'll be done in just a moment. Alright, you're free to go.
Oh, already?
Next up would be Reina. This way, please.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Now just relax. All done. I'm glad there's at least one data subject I don't have to worry much about.
What?
Anyway, next up...
What was that?
We've lost control of the Synard we're working on!
What?
It's going to destroy this place if we don't do something!
Claude!
Let's go! Whoa, there it is! I guess we've got no choice.
This looks a little rough.
Don't let your guard down! Pulverize!
Sorry.
Shadow Flare!
And since we've crafted the Eterna and stole that battle suit, it's not going to be a difficult fight. Yep, already done.
That was tough!
Iron ring acquired.
The power!
Oh yeah, I'll level up. Ashton gained 2 levels.
Ha-ha!
Level up.
Nice!
Reina level up.
Well, I never thought this would happen.
No offense, sir, but what did you expect? We were inputting data from an alien species into the Synard. Of course this was gonna happen.
Now wait just a minute.
We lost one of our valuable Synards thanks to you. So now what?
Listen, we weren't...
An apology's not going to make up for this. Director, I'm going to need a boost in my research funding to make up for this.
The ping tuber still just silently screaming.
What a terrible thing to happen.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's not your fault. It was the Synard who wouldn't accept your data.
but it didn't have to die for it.
Well, it's obvious by this point that inputting your data into a Synard isn't going to work.
So what will we do now, then?
Well, there is one thing we could try.
What's that?
We better not discuss it here. Let's go back to my office.
Nuts. If only I were a little earlier. I could have had my front page exclusive. Enraged Synard Levels Breeding Facility. Ow!
But she's such a dummy.
Thank you. I don't really want too many people to hear this. Not that it matters much to them.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, sir.
Don't worry about it. Just go over into that transporter over there for me, all right? It's unlocked. You.
Yes, sir?
What was that about?
You'll have the rest explained to you on the other side. Hopefully, the mayor won't have any complaints.
Are we getting involved in something under the table here?
Oh, where'd my ping tuber go? Completely gone now.
Hey, you're here to save the universe, aren't you? We all have to make some sacrifices along the way.
What do you mean?
The magic trick. Oh yeah, it's completely gone now.
Look, do you want a Synard or not? Just get going.
All right.
Bear with me for one moment here. I'm trying to figure out where I went. Oh, I'm back. That was weird. Still screaming silently, but also... Hi, Nebulon. How are you doing? Oh, hi, Rubix. Lurking from the bar? You want to obtain a Synard, get into the transporter now.
Could I ask you one question, though?
What?
Yeah, welcome to Broken Ping Tuber. It's, Discord thinks I'm screaming. Aww. Rude.
Whose data was it that caused the Synard to go berserk?
I don't see the point of answering that question.
Fair enough.
It was definitely you, Claude.
Now where are we?
There's the Salva and Linga music.
What are you doing in my home?
Oh,
Sure is the guy.
I would introduce myself, but that would be a strange way to start things off, given the circumstances.
I'm really sorry. We were transported here from Artis's office.
Artis?
Yes, Null sent us there to get a Synard. It didn't work out too well, though.
I see. So you're the outsiders that were transported to Energy Nede.
You knew about us?
Yes. Only a certain few know, mind you. It's the same level of classification as the Return of the 10 Wise Men.
I apologize for coming here so suddenly, but we simply have to have a Synard.
Is that why you came here?
Yup. The Synard we had in North City went berserk on us during the data entry phase.
I too go berserk during data entry phases.
Ah, that figures. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
So, you know what you're supposed to do for us?
What? Didn't Artis even tell you where he was sending all of you?
Well, where are we?
You're in the Endangered Species Protection Zone. I'm Noel Chandler, Director and Resident Zoologist. So you're here for a wild Synard, then?
Wild?
Synards were originally wild animals. The Synards in North City have been genetically re-engineered for the Nedians' purposes.
There are wild ones too?
Near extinction, but yes. In fact, the last one's in the critically endangered protection zone. You'll be meeting that Synard in just a moment. I imagine you'll be fighting soon afterward.
I used to like data entry until my job ended up becoming all spreadsheets 24/7. Yeah, I have nightmares of Excel sheets standing over me.
Why?
It's perfectly natural Synard behavior. Once a Synard realizes its opponent is stronger in might and will than itself, it will defend its new master with its life if needed.
So we just have to fight the wild Synard and beat it.
You make it sound so easy. It's not just a matter of physical strength. If your heart isn't in it, then it's simply not going to happen. Do you think you have what it takes?
So, fun fact, if you look at his sprite, he appears to have cat ears like, Leon does. Like, you looking at just his sprite, you'd think he's also a Felpole. But then his portrait art here, he has regular pointed Nedian ears, little tufts on the end, but still just Nedian ears. That same discrepancy was in Second Story on the PSX as well. So, like, there was always that conflict between his, yeah. There's always been that conflict between his sprite and his character art. It's really weird.
Noel?
How about we pay the Synard a visit then?
But this is the last wild Synard in existence!
If it dies, it dies. It's the fate of the species. It's as simple as that. Survival is a battle, and only the strong survive. Isn't that how it works? Now let's get going. We'll be traveling due south of here.
Yeah, there's been that sort of discrepancies happened before too. I mean, just look at Ashen's Dragons. Life in nature, pet food, and 50,000 full. So, Noel is a playable character, and at the end of all of this, we are going to have the option to recruit him. I am making the executive decision to not do so. I know I've been letting chat make all of those decisions for me up to this point, but there is another recruitable character available in the game, and this is the last slot, and I kind of really want the other one more than Noelle. So unfortunately, we will not be taking him with us whenever it comes time to make that decision. Instead, I'll be going for the more, slightly more difficult to recruit one. On that note, we will go ahead and remove his equipment. Because we can use it. He is interesting, though, in that he is a mage. He has both offensive and healing magic available. Uses knuckles like Reina, but can equip heavy armor like a fighter. Just one of those interesting little quirks. He also has SP, so we are going, since we're not going to keep him, we're going to do a little bit of cheesing. We are gonna make some money off of him real quick. And get a few free items. There. Because if we recall, the Purity skill gives you full each time you level it up, and ESP gives you potentially gives you rare items. Like, we got a Ring of Healing, a Frog Head, pet food. Doesn't look like we got any, a lot of spectacles, maybe. No mithril, but De La Vie. Gonna save before heading into the cave.
Something's wrong here. It feels different from the last time I made my rounds.
Different?
It couldn't be. But it would never attack people.
What is it?
The animals around here are frantic. They're ready to attack at the slightest provocation. I've never experienced something like this before.
Are we making regular animals go crazy too?
This certainly isn't your fault, but this is definitely somebody else's doing. No doubt about that.
The 10 Wise Men.
It's certainly something they could do, but I never imagined they would go this far.
Are the animals in the protection zone usually holed up inside this cave?
No, they shouldn't be here at all. Usually the Synard's scent is enough to keep them away.
Oh no! What if those animals run into the Synard?
Immediately attacked by something.
This looks a little rough.
This is a challenge. Take cross slash! Ha! Cross slash! Ha! Ha! Twin thrust! Shadow flare! Got you!
I'd say that was
one feel?
8 out of 10.
I can feel the power.
Cave of Crimson Crystal. So real quick, I'm actually going to turn on... Oh, health training is already on for everybody but Quad. Oh, Leon doesn't know it yet. Oh, Leon doesn't know anything yet. Whoops. Effort, resilience, determination. So we're only putting 1 point into effort just to unlock training. We're not going to put too much into it. Because what effort does is it gives you half of whatever your required XP is to get to the next level. We don't want to power level that skill because it just wastes a ton of XP. So we're going to save that for whenever we need to get high levels for like bonus dungeon, post-game stuff. 1 level, though, to unlock training. Will get us to training 7, which is more than enough for what we need. I'm also gonna level up his danger radar max so that he can restore HP and MP after battle. And then the rest of his skill points I'm just gonna kinda put into things. Well, okay. So now, we'll go ahead and level up some of his magic combat skills. And then the rest I'll invest into later. We're also going to turn on Enlightenment so that everybody earns more SP from leveling up. I turned those off way back for the Liqueur Armory contest, just so I wouldn't have the nerfed stats. Because training and Enlightenment both reduce your stats to give you those benefits. Training gives you more experience per battle, and Enlightenment gives you more SP per level up. I turned those off back then so that I could get through the Armory contest without too much trouble, which I probably didn't have to worry about, and then I forgot to turn it back on. I'm gonna invest some of his skills real quick. Pro gamer, yep. I am very good at this game. We're just gonna invest a bunch of Ashen skill points real quick. Just because he was getting kind of high up there, I don't want to eventually hit that 99 or 999 cap. We're investing them into customization skills first, so that way it will be easier to craft his ultimate weapon later. Reina, on the other hand, let's max out her... We'll go ahead and max out her alchemy. Technology, mineralogy, fairyology. Mineralogy... Technology. So alchemy is used obviously to change rare materials. Like you can upgrade, you take iron as your base item and you can upgrade it into all sorts of different metals. With that lizard's fat flask that we saw back in North City, that can unlock even new metals to do. If you are using a character that doesn't have Blessing of Mana, they're almost always going to fail alchemy. Alchemy pretty much has to be performed by a magic user. Orchestra increases the chances enough that you don't have to worry about that so much, but it's just easier to use a magic user, honestly. Hey, we need level 10. Specialty, or no, item creation, alchemy. We can like turn our piece of iron here into, say, piece of Damascus.
What? You're kidding me!
Or we can fell and get a bunch of pebbles. That works too. I am going to, just for the sake of stream though, I am going to disable look for enemies. I forgot I had that on actually. We're going to do avoid enemies. Which scouting doesn't reset immediately, not until after you've gone through a single battle. Claude doesn't have animal sense anyway, so he's not a particularly great scout.
We're really gonna fight?
Be careful!
Ha! Got you! Take this! Ha! Star Light! Antidote! Take this!
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Alright!
I have no idea why this floating stingrays drop a fountain pen, but I'll take it. Okay.
What? We're really gonna fight?
I'm not gonna lose.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Take this! Shadow Flare!
Nom pen.
That's one for us.
Win.
You know, that's probably why they had the pen. Probably ate some poor schmuck's notebook.
Ow! I hope nobody saw that. I'm never gonna find a man if they see me tripping around all the time.
Never lets up, does she? I'm amazed she's out here by herself.
Eagleshaw. Probably the most dedicated reporter I've ever seen. Eagleshaw is a robe item. Better than the mithril coat we stole off of Noelle, so that on Reyna, and give the mithril coat to Leon.
What? We're really gonna fight?
Don't let your guard down!
Cross slash! Ha! Ha! Cross slash! Shadow Flare! Twin thrust! Ha! Cross slash! Cross slash! Shadow Flare!
Sure.
Cross slash! Pulverize them! Take this! Ha! Shadow Flare!
Sure.
Twin thrust! Ha!
That was easier than I
all
thought.
me there.
Whoa, what's this? Looks like a business card. Chisato Madison, reporter, The Need Times.
Chisato's card acquired. There's our wild Synard.
This looks a little rough.
I'm not scared of this. Twin thrust!
I know I'm missing a number of treasure chests back on previous streams. I can come back and get those later. This isn't a sort of one-time only dungeon or anything.
That was easier than I thought.
We'll grab those ones while I'm walking past them now.
What? We're really gonna fight?
Look out! Here they come!
Twin thrust! Shadow Flare!
How about this?
That's one for us.
Win.
Whoa!
Wonderful!
Hurricane Slash. Let's go ahead and... Oh, ow. Actually got a number of skills I haven't... Oh, jeez. We're gonna do Hurricane Slash, and we're gonna do Vanishing Swords. Quad... I'm gonna keep Rock Explosion and Helmet Break. Rock Explosion is pretty awesome. Helmet Break is a great closer. And then Leon and Reina don't have killer moves to worry about.
This looks a little rough.
I'll need to do my best. Vanishing Sword! Shadow Flare! Ha! Vanishing Swords!
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Fruit syrup. Unknown mineral. I've always thought that this kind of looks like a face here.
This looks a little rough.
I'm
Throwing
not
food
scared
at
of
me.
this.
Rude. Hey, Soraka, how you doing?
Shadow Flare! Vanishing Swords! Vanishing
Everyone gets
Swords!
saying, oh no.
Hurricane!
Actually, Soraka, you're just in time for us to, in a dragon bird thing.
That was easier than I thought.
Who's the man now?
Yeah, I've always thought this kind of looks like a face, like pair of sunglasses, nose, little freckle on the nose, smirk.
The Synard!
Oh no, we've got to help it!
This is a challenge! Look out! Here they come! Vanishing Swords!
This was another one of those plates at the,
Shadow Flare!
kind of like the devs in Spyro putting their names in the artwork. Kinda. This was another one of those, boss fights that, as a kid, gave me such a hard time.
Vanishing Swords!
As a tired adult, I have the Eterna.
Not too tough!
There is no more difficulty.
Oh yeah! This makes me happy! Alright!
I can feel the power.
And I gained 2 levels. Nice.
Those monsters injured the Synard in that battle. Do we really still have to fight it just to establish some kind of stupid pecking order?
Don't! It's hurt!
Stop it! I beg you!
What's that?
Baby Synards! Are you sure about this, Claude?
I can't do this. I can't take a child from its mother, and I certainly can't fight with an injured Synard.
Claude.
You can call me a wimp if you want, but I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You've made the right choice.
I guess we're done here. We'll have to go back to Null and see if there's something else we can do.
Wait a minute!
What is it, Noelle?
It's acting strange again. Like it's trying to tell us something.
Reina!
You want to help us?
You know what it's saying, Reina?
It's just a matter of getting your thoughts across. After that, the rest is easy. Let's go.
Thank you for all your help, Noelle. This Synard is just what we need in the battle against the 10 Wise Men.
So, yeah, instead of chocobos, we had that giant bunny, and instead of airships, we have a dragon bird thing.
Wait! Can you take me with you?
Noelle?
The 10 Wise Men would never exist if it weren't for the mistakes my Needian forefathers made. I wouldn't feel right leaving you to shoulder the burden alone.
Noelle!
Besides, the Wise Men have sent my animals into a violent frenzy. That's enough motivation for me to want to fight them.
Yeah, so Noelle is the last, recruitable character encountered through the story. I did say before, though, we are not recruiting Noelle. I am making this decision myself so that we can recruit the other second disc character. So, sorry, buddy. Sorry, chat. This is the one decision you don't get to make.
Isn't that all the more reason why someone needs to stay and watch over the protection zone, though? We need you to protect the animals, Noelle.
Claude.
There's got to be some way to calm the animals down again. I think you're the only one who'd be able to figure it out. We both have different battles to fight.
Yeah, you're right. I am still the director, I suppose.
We will defeat the 10 Wise Men. Trust me.
I hope you do. We need them gone from our lives to have our peace and tranquility back.
Language, Fruitcakes. Jeez.
Noelle?
You should pay another visit to the Centropolis next. You need to tell Mayor Null that you've procured a Synard.
Wasn't you this time?
I hope I'll see you all again.
Sure.
If I'm worried about it, I can put like a little black bar over that whenever I upload it to YouTube. Mod sleepy, no moderation tonight. Yeah, now we got a Synard, and now we have access to the entire Energy Nede. We can visit all the towns, go completely out of order, do literally whatever we want. Mod's asleep post-Fat Beagle. I'm coming back in. Yeah, I'll come back in here just to quickly grab those treasure chests I missed before.
Here they come! Let's go, you guys! Vanishing swords! Take this! Ha! Ha! Ow, ow, ow! Shadow flare!
Don't the bomb yet. Jokes on you, mods like
Vanishing
that.
swords!
Well,
Nice
I'd say
work.
that's worth 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna have to put Fat Beagle up on the VOD whenever I edit it. Resurrection Elixir.
This is tough!
Don't let your guard down.
Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Umbrella glass. Wow, that was kind of anticlimactic. I
Don't let your guard down.
really didn't miss
I'll
anything
need
important.
To do my best.
All right.
How about this? Guard.
I didn't know I worried about those items.
Toe. How about this? Toe.
That was
Nice
an
work.
easy win.
Great, now we can leave.
This looks a little rough.
I'll need to do my best. Ha! Ha! Shadow flare. Yeah! Take this. Toe. Too
That's
easy.
one for us.
Right. We're gonna head back to Centropolis. Gonna make a pit stop here in the Nede Times and give someone back their business card.
Ah! Who are you?
You're Chisato Madison, aren't you?
Well, yes. How did you know my name?
We found your business card in the Cave of Crimson Crystals.
Oh, I dropped it, huh?
So tell us, why are you following us around all the time?
Well, why do you think? You're the great hero sallying forth to slay the 10 wise men. I'm just covering your beat. Haven't you noticed the publicity you've been getting? Every man, woman, and child on Nede is following your story right now.
That still doesn't mean you have to go sneaking around monster territory by yourself like that.
Are you kidding me? I'm a crusader for the truth. No monster could possibly withstand my burning passion for the story.
Are you sure about that?
Of course not. I'm just joking. I may not look it, but I've got a black belt in the Jingu martial arts. My hands are lethal weapons.
Really? Neat.
I couldn't stay with you guys unless I could defend myself a little, you know.
What? So wait, you're gonna keep following us?
Well, duh. I've got to find out how your story ends.
But it's dangerous.
Oh, it's all right. I'm more than capable of taking care of myself.
Would you like to join us, or please don't follow us anymore? We're picking, would you like to join us?
In that case, why don't you just join us?
Huh?
You're going to be tailing us anyway, aren't you, Chisato? We might as well make it a little easier for you.
Well, sure, but are you sure it's okay?
Yep, executive decision.
Sure, we're sure. We'd feel a lot more at ease that way, too.
In that case, I'd be happy to accept your offer. Well, you heard him, boss. Is it okay if I go on assignment for a while?
Brilliant!
As long as you keep your deadlines, you can go anywhere you want for all I care.
Absolutely.
Chisato has joined the party. Alright. Now we've got our own personal reporter. Everybody meet Chisato Madison, who has a sense of taste, likes animals, and is good at pickpocketing. She is a really good melee fighter. And another thing that makes her really good is that she can equip light shields, which includes the, shoot, what's that called? Shield of Algol, which has a chance of just instantly killing any enemy that it blocks against. I don't know if they fixed it in Second Evolution, but in Second Story, the super secret ultra boss could be killed by that shield's effect. So there was a cheese of just having Chisato have maximum avoidance, put on that shield, and then she just blocks against the boss, and the boss instantly dies. Yeah, no. Oh, so she actually uses a stun gun as her weapon. I can I'll put her into my party actually, and we can go do some fights to show her off a little bit. Max out determination first. Click that many times. Yeah, maximizing sidestep also allows her to better block. Or guns. And Godspeed is just incredibly good. Yeah.
Ah, welcome back. I hear you found your Synod.
Yes, Mayor.
Well, splendid. This is no time to be resting on our laurels, however. I'll need you to find and acquire the source of Nede's energy as quickly as possible.
The source of Nede's energy?
Precisely. It's time for you all to understand the source of Nede's energy. In other words, the nature of symbology. The nature of symbology is one step above your traditional symbology. It is the power that we wield as Nedians, that you must combine with the latent powers inside your own bodies. That, I believe, is the only method we have to defeat the 10 Wise Men. As much as I'm ashamed to admit it, even if we as Nedians had every drop of our own power at our fingertips, I fear it would still not be enough to create a force that could overcome our enemy.
So what should we do exactly?
There are 4 fields dotted across the land, located in different directions away from the Centropolis. You must ride your Synod to each one of these fields.
Fields?
Yes. Each field you encounter will have its own trial to overcome. If you cannot beat the trials, then you will be barred from proceeding any further.
So what do you mean exactly?
Unfortunately, I can't tell you any more than that. The trials differ for every person who challenges them.
Oh. In other words, we won't know anything about them until we're actually there?
The Field of Wisdom is north of the Centropolis, and the Field of Might is to the northwest. Southeast lies the Field of Courage, and the Field of Love is in the skies to the northeast. Allow me to give you this. This is called a rune code.
What's that?
In order to prevent abuse, the 4 fields are usually kept locked in an offline state. This rune code is necessary to release the lock.
Rune code acquired.
You should probably try to visit the Field of Wisdom first. That one is located on a pentagonal island north of the Centropolis. Also, I understand that the defenses guarding the Field of Love are extremely dangerous. It may be best to save that field for later, until you're sure your party is fully ready for what is awaiting you there.
Thanks, Mayor.
Oh, hey, Llama.
Ah, yes. One more thing. I have assembled the Nedean Defense Forces. They are stationed in the northeastern town of Laqua. If you ever need their services, feel free to consult with them at any time.
Certainly.
I have one final gift for you. Hopefully, it will help you in your journey.
Combo link acquired. So if we remember from... Oh. Okay, there it is, yeah. If we remember from before, combo links are accessories that then give us the option of stealing other people's ability to use special arts. And then allows us to link new ones to ours so that we can make combos. Just to show that off real quick. I'll say, take Chisato. We'll give her a combo link. Over to special arts. We have a new option for her menu. Grab someone's special ability. Yes. And then we can steal someone's ability to use special ability. We're going to take from Reina because she's a mage. She doesn't use special arts. And now that gives us the ability to chain together. Like, the next time that she uses Roaring Cartwheel, she'll immediately go into Gale Somersault. Show that off in a, So what's fun about this part of the game, though, is here's our llama. What's fun about this part of the game is that the dungeons are all... It's all open. So, like, the 4 dungeons we have to go through, the 4 fields, we can go in any order that we want. If we wanted to, we could start with the Field of Love, which is this one here, and is considered to be the hardest of them. But first, we're gonna go have a little fun. Whenever you have time, please stop by here for some rest and leisure. Welcome to Fun City, home of the Nede Playtown. Would you like to purchase tickets? Yes. Tickets are 75 full each, so the total for the 8 of you comes to 600 full. Buy tickets. Thank you. You may now proceed to the entrance gates to your left. Please remember that if you are to leave the gates, a new set of tickets will be required for re-entry. Welcome to Nede Playtown. Please show me your tickets on the way in. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And we are now in Fun City. This is the city of minigames. We can do Cooking Master, which is a competitive cooking minigame, where we pit one character against NPCs to make as many dishes as we can in a short amount of time as we can with ingredients given to us. And come up here to the fortune teller table. To be able to open up a path for yourself, you must first understand your past. It can help you in this endeavor for just 300 full of reading. Let's have our fortune read. Let's see, what would we like to know? Let's do our success rate of item creation. Your success rate for item creation is 83%. 5 out of 6. We haven't done much item creation. The treasure chests found. You have discovered 50% of all treasure chests so far. Rate of pickpocketing. Success rate for pickpocketing is 100%. Cough, cough. 3 out of 3. Number of times saved. You saved 64 times. Monsters defeated. You've defeated 979 monsters so far. Yeah, just a fun little way to get some statistics and such. Reflect on your past, confront it head on. Will you then shall your path forward be clear to you? I specialize in fortunes of the heart. I can tell you about your future for 350 full per reading. Maybe not now. It's kind of embarrassing to do this while everyone's looking. So if we come back to the city under a private action, we can actually talk to this person here to figure out what our relationship values are with our allies. You have to be doing it as a private action to do that. You wanna know who's gonna win? I can tell you for just 220 full. Alright, tell me. Thanks. I'm only going to tell you this once, so you better keep your ears open. A bunny's speed is obviously something you want to keep in mind when placing your bet. Other important factor you want to consider, stamina. Check out each bunny's stamina from the paddock. Does this affect a race, you ask? Well, let's say a bunny ends up running too fast. You'll lose too much stamina. If stamina runs out, a bunny has to rest, but can make or break a race. 2 more factors that can affect a race, personality and super bunny. Bunnies usually got one of 4 personalities: hardcore, ditzy, laid back, and strategic. Don't always go around expecting bunnies to always race according to their personalities. I can tell you that from experience. Now, about Super Bunny mode. Sounds cool, doesn't it? But all it means is the bunny's gone on a rampage around the track. When that happens, it's pretty much unbeatable in speed, but it'll lose all of its stamina. Well, that's about it. If you want my advice, I say bet on 3-1. Not a guarantee, so I don't want to see you come crying to me if you don't win. Hey, are you having fun or having a blast here in Fun City? Welcome to the reception desk for the bunny race. This is where you can bet on the outcome to win some fabulous prizes. If you'd like to take part in the betting, please go through the entrance to your right. Welcome to the bunny race. Would you like me to explain the race? Yeah. 4 bunnies will race each other around the racetrack for 2 laps. You will be betting on which of the 2 bunnies will come in first and second place. You can start the bunny race at any time once you have entered the racetrack. For tickets, talk to the man in the bunny outfit standing outside the entrance. You'll have a chance to observe the bunnies before the race in the paddock. also located in the racetrack grounds. Short story, if you correctly predict the outcome of the bunny race, you'll be rewarded with a fantastic prize. Enjoy! Thanks for stopping by. Do you want to buy tickets? Tickets cost 1,000 fall each. And you can buy up to 8. How many would you like? We're going to buy 1 ticket. Thank you. Proceed through the entrance to your right. Have a perfect day. Meow. Wait. He has more cat than bunny. Welcome to another exciting Energy Nede rally. It's been a bumper year for bunny babies, and the little bunnies are hopping all over the place. I'm Harriya Carria, and I'll be broadcasting the race live to all you listeners. I'm here with Mad Jondon, who will be giving the color commentary on the race. Good to see you folks here at the races today. Now, live from the Fun City International Bunny Race Stadium, let's take a look at each of the bunny contestants. Take a look. Starting off in lane 1 will be Pink Bunny. Bunny's a bit on the slow side, Mad. I'd say he's got about average stamina, good condition. I've just been told that the bunny in lane 1 has an unusually strategic mind. That means he's going to be real careful about the way he uses up his stamina. Who knows how this is going to affect the race? Starting off in lane 2 will be Green Bunny. That's one zippy bunny, Mad. Speed's not going to be a concern for this guy. I'd say he's got about average stamina, good condition. I've just been told the bunny in lane 2 is a pretty laid-back personality. But he also hates to lose. What do you make of that, Harriya? Starting off in lane 3 will be Yellow Bunny. Not the fastest bunny out there, but definitely not the slowest either. I'd say he's got good average stamina, good condition. Been told the bunny in lane 3 is a pretty laid-back personality. He also hates to lose. Alright. Starting off in lane 4 will be Blue Bunny. Not the fastest bunny, not the slowest. Stamina's through the roof with this guy. I mean, this bunny's just an energizer. I've just been told the bunny in lane 4 has an unusually strategic mind. That means he's going to be real careful about the way he uses up his stamina, but who knows how this is going to affect the race. Alright. Which bunny do you think will come in first place? Which bunny do we think will come in first place, chat? So if we look on the right there, we can actually see what rewards we'll get if that specific pairing wins. The gentleman out front said that he's pretty sure that 3-1 will win. It would give us a fairy elixir. But, what do we think, chat? What bunny from the descriptions we got, what do we think will win? Yellow for llama? Okay, so we think 3's gonna come in first place? Anyone have, yeah, we're bunny racing. Yep, I'm gambling now. I'm sorry, I'm not gambling, that's against Twitch, TOS. We are predicting the outcome of a race. Yellow. Okay, so we got 2 for yellow. Yellow, since I didn't get the description. Oh, rip. Yellow is laid back, pretty decent speed. Yellow sounded good. Alright, we're gonna go with yellow for first place. Which bunny do we think will come in second place? Pink, green, or blue? Pink? So we're filling 3-1. We're filling what the guy in the front told us. Pink. Okay, 2 for pink. Going once. Going twice. And we're taking pink, so 3-1. We are doing yellow and pink. Yellow for first, pink for second. If we are correct, we'll get a fairy elixir. Which, if I remember correctly, a fairy elixir just makes it so that you don't expend any MP in combat. These are now hopping up to the starting line. One has kind of taken the lead quickly. That's 1 lap. I think we were misled by the dude out front, because 3 is just finishing up his lap. Yep. 1 and 4. And it's over. The Pink Bunny 1 is in first place, followed by Blue Bunny in second. What a great race. You just didn't know who was going to come out on top until the last few seconds. There you have it, folks. The final result, 1-4. Aw, man. Maybe next time. So, this bunny here, we'll come back in a private action to do it, but this bunny actually has one of the only other items really worth pickpocketing. We'll come back in a private action and do that, though. Now, check out some of the other buildings here. They're currently hosting an exhibition of fanfic works, all of which are on sale. I'd recommend taking a few minutes to browse through the display. Welcome to the Information Center. We also do announcements for lost children here. Are you looking for a child? They are hosting an exhibition for fanfics. Bar the Bunny Girl. This place is always mentioned in magazines when they do dating features. Yeah, but it's not like there's anywhere else to go on a date around Nede. Welcome to the Bunny Girl. Would you like to try one of our world-famous cocktails? Wish I could see a good belly dance show. This place was set up specifically to cater to adult customers. I love the atmosphere here. It's such a great place for a date. For years I've wanted to come here on a date, and now I've done it. I'm hungry. Not family friendly. We've come here to get away from all the grim news we've been getting lately. Shop. Hello, would you like to purchase a memento of your visit here? Kitchen knife. So this is a piece of equipment that will increase, it's what it says right there, increase the success rate of cooking and that. If I remember right, in first departure, it was just an item that sat in your inventory. But in second evolution and in second story, it's actually a piece of equipment. Feather pen, fountain pen, magic camera, some little item creation things, more instruments, evening gown, and heels. I heard that you've got to have the right connections to get an NPID. Is this sword real or fake? I really like the look of this key holder, but that pendant's pretty cool too. Hello, please take a look at the menu. Freaking legendary grape soda. And some good foods. Stores a lot of HP, and some foods that restore a good chunk of HP and MP. Please come back soon. Oh wow, I'd like to try some of that. Cakes, crepes, beef, you name it, they've got it. I've always been uncomfortable at places like this. Let's just say I'm more of a domestic worker. Yep. This is one nice inn, I'll give you that. I've always dreamed of staying at this inn. Maybe I should enter. Who am I kidding? But maybe I should. Been going on like this for an hour. You need to be a pretty skilled fighter to win any of those arena contests. Keep telling you, it's not gonna happen. Come on, Daddy, enter the arena contest, please. Yeah, so this is where we can do the battle arena. Just like the arena back in First Departure in Troy, it lets us go and fight against a bunch of monsters, different tiered battles, you get some good rewards out of it. Here's the fanfic convention. There's something unhealthy about this store. I want that poster with the robot on it. Oh my god, the boy on this cover is so cute. Oh, my erotic. Star Ocean fangirl. Whoa, check out the details on this figurine. Secret to acquiring a great card collection is patience. Literally send up of Mandrake. Mandrake? Thousand Store. Oh, okay. You've got works of fanfic by every major name in the field. Take a look. Fanfic? Fanfic! Fanfic! Fanfic X. Mandarake? Mandarake. Worst customer ever. Alright. Good enough. And yes, this is just a copy-paste of the arena from Liquor Castle. How about you win by your own strength? Tria, Gods of Creation. I don't ask for much, but please, 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 please let me win. Welcome to the arena. Would you like to hear the rules or enter a contest? We're going to go ahead and just enter a contest. Leave 2,000 full. We are going to do a low-tier group. Yeah, we're going to do a duel battle. We're going to do a duel battle. And I said I was going to show off Chisato's fighting, so... Yeah, I know. So we're going to start with a beginner's seed. What an event, folks! 100 millionth year of Fun City Arena contests. A landmark event and a cause for celebration. Celebrate how? With new rules and new technology, we're going all out for the special occasion. Now, please welcome the newest challenger for the duel battle. Sit tight and enjoy the most intense series of one-on-one battles you've ever experienced in your life. Win! Win, 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 win! Don't worry, I'm sure you'll win this thing. Make sure you do not lose. He did say I'd make the apricot's favorite pasta. Now let the fighting begin. Round 1. So we're doing just a quick battle. I promised I would show off Chisato.
So who's the MVP here?
Round 2.
Let's go!
Yeah, the E-rank battles are, not hard.
Cards! Roaring cartwheel! Roaring cartwheel! We did it!
Unfortunately, her Link combo doesn't work because Reina's no longer in the party, as far as the game's concerned. Round 3.
Let's go! Burning cards! So who's the MVP here?
One last round and it's over. Round 4.
Let's go! Yeah! We did it!
Our challenger's done it. There was some knuckle-biting stuff there, but all ended in a resounding victory. Let's give a warm round of applause to our newest hero, and now let's see what fantastic prize is in store for our winner. Hammer Charm. Finally, one last round of applause for our victor. You did alright, I guess. Leon. There's no way I would have been that lucky. Yeah, no, just a bunch of fun little distractions here in Fun City. The quintessential mini-game city in 90s JRPGs. Once you pass through this gate, you won't be allowed back in again without a new ticket. Do you want to leave? Leave. Thank you, please come again. And, yeah, that is perfectly on, well, okay, a minute late, but that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. Just because I did promise Apricot that pasta, and so I should probably get started on that. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming to stream tonight. For our first-time viewers, hope you had a good time. I will not be streaming on this coming Sunday, because we are actually going out of town this weekend. So the next stream will... Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Our next stream will actually be next Thursday. So yeah, a week from now, I know, I'm sorry. But... kinda can't just lug all of my equipment. Oh, thanks for coming. I'm glad you had fun. But yeah, if anyone is interested in watching the old videos to see anything from Star Ocean 1 or previous episodes for Star Ocean 2 stream, you can find a bunch of them on YouTube, on my YouTube channel there. I make small edits to the stream VODs. I'll cut out, like, anything where, like, I'm redoing a section because of a game over or just backtracking. I'll add little visual jokes and correction text in the corner if I did or said something wrong. If you want stream announcements, you can follow me on Twitter. And, yeah. So, thank you all for coming. Have a good night. Catch you all later.